Wild Camping Scotland, sponsored by Atropa IT Solutions. Good morning! It's day 12 or 13 or something. I've woken up, I've got my tent packed up, and I'm excited for today. I'm 11 miles away from Braemar, which is my next town. So another sleep or 2 sleeps and I'll be there. And today we go past the Linn of Dee, which is a big waterfall. It's a very well known part of the Cairngorms, a sightseeing place. So we'll see that, a lovely pretty waterfall. Something I've noticed about today, you probably can't tell, and I couldn't tell for the first 12 days, it does rain in Scotland 100% of the time. It's raining. I'm looking over there and it's just very light drizzle constantly. It doesn't stop. You don't think it's raining, but trust me, it is. You're constantly getting wet, and I'll tell you why. It's because the clouds up in the Cairngorms are the laziest clouds in the world. They can't be bothered going up in the sky. They just sit down on top of you, literally on top of my head. They're just here. They're all around me are clouds, and I'm basically living in a cloud. Anyway, I don't mind the wet because I've got my hat on and my coat. I'm comfortable. Let's move on. Let's get to this Linn of Dee waterfall. Big day today. Looking forward to it. Come with me. One more shout out I nearly forgot to give. I can't believe I nearly forgot this one. Holly, thank you very much, Holly. And Dave for your digger biscuits. Holly for the tampons, thank you. Don't ask, people, just don't ask. Thank you for the tampons, Holly. And the pegs and the sewing things and everything else. The lovely little box you sent me. Much appreciated. I'm just going to wash my hair before I set off. I'm one of these who has to wash my hair every single day because it just gets greasy really quickly. And I haven't washed it for about 5 days. That's why I've always had the cap on, to try and hide how bad my hair is. But I've got to do it now. It's time to wash my hair. And this is the only way. In a freezing cold stream at 8 o'clock in the morning. I've got my things ready. I'm using a mucky top for a towel, and I'm just going to have to freeze for a few seconds, but whoo, it'll be worth it. I'll look pretty again. Oh yeah, looking good. Just to give you a few place names, we've got Cairngorms, the hill over there, Cairngorms here. I'm not sure what they mean by cairn. I don't know if they mean hill or mountain, but that's the 2 cairns. What else have we got? That wood which I slept in was called Ruig nan Clach. God, I said that well, I think. This is the White Bridge, and this must be, is it the River Dee? No, I don't know what this is. I don't know, it isn't the River Dee. I don't know what this river is. I don't think it is the Dee. And that little hut there, I've no idea what that's all about. And there's a rock there, a bit of grass there, that's gravel, and you've got some stones down there. There's not really much else to show you. Oh, some clouds up there and a rucksack. That's about all you're getting for now. Do you see what I mean about the clouds? Born idle. Laziest clouds in the world, look. Just can't be bothered to even get above the hill. A few more over there. You know, some of them do alright. They get up there, but you just get these stragglers. These really lazy ones. And they just can't be bothered. And I have to sleep in them. This rain is becoming a bit of a nuisance as well. It's not so much about getting wet, because I don't feel like I am getting wet with this jacket and hat on. It's just the fact that the rain is drenching the rucksack and my clothes, and it's just making everything heavier. So it's just extra weight I can do without carrying this rain, and it's coming down quite heavily now. Take a look at that. That's the closest I've come to seeing the sun in 10 days. What a beautiful sight. If it could just spread its arms out and push them clouds out of the way, we might have a bit of sun. But I doubt it, it's throwing it down. I'm just going to get wet through. It's definitely trying. Look, down here. A little bit brighter, and that's where I'm heading. Come on, son. Come on, my son. What a beautiful sight. Until you see that, that's not natural, is it? What a shame. Who put that there, really? There you are, that's more natural. That's a more beautiful one for you. I'm doing this for you, you know, because, to be honest with you, once you've seen one, you've seen them all. They are nice, but I want to see different things, you know, not just the same thing, but in different places. It's just water going between some rocks. And I'm a bit bored of them, really, to be honest with you now. All it makes me do is every time I pass one is I want a wee. So yeah, all these picturesque stuff, it's all for you, really. Oh, I wonder what that was. See that circle of stones there? That's interesting. That looks like they were building there or something. I want to know. So I've come from round the corner about there. I've come about 3 kilometres so far. I've still got, I think, 4 to go. And we're nearly, I think, at the Linn of Dee, so we should have an even better waterfall picture for you. The sun's really trying now, but it's trying where I've already come from. Look at that. Big circle there. How beautiful. It's worked. I'm in sunlight. I was in sunlight. Oh, come on. The sun's crept out, still throwing it down, but this is beautiful. I bet you can't see this. There's a rainbow just ends there in this field. Now it probably doesn't, because when I was young I chased the end of a rainbow thinking it was in the field near me. Turned out it wasn't, it was like 3-4 miles away. But yeah, nice to see the sun for a change. There you go, you can see it now. It's moved. In fact, it's a double. 1, 2. I knew it. As soon as the sun thought, hey up, I might have a go here, I kept looking around for rainbows and there's 2 there. How beautiful. I must be about 300 metres from the Linn of Dee now. Just climbed a hill. And that's not a bad thing, because it means I go back downhill soon. Just coming back to my rainbow. I've always had a problem with this all my life, and I've never really been able to express my concern to anybody, but I can now. You know the song, yeah? Red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. Now, are you looking at this? Red and yellow and green and blue, purple and brownish and pink. Where's the song come from? What's it all about? They've got it wrong. My eyes don't deceive me. And every rainbow's the same, honestly. If you have a look at them closely, none of them are in the order that song says. We need to complain to someone. Is there like a worldwide rainbow society? I think we should all kick off. Now this is a brilliant sign. It's telling me everything I wish I'd have known when I set off from Cairngorms. Firstly, this is how far we've come since the last village. That's where I was, Cairngorms. So I've come 42 kilometres, 27 miles. Take care. You are entering demanding and potentially dangerous mountain country. But this is the best bit, look. Danger in Upper Glen Feshie. The usual path on the east bank of the river in Upper Glen Feshie has suffered serious erosion damage.
on a steep section above the river. I'm telling you, it's done so much damage, it's not there anymore. There isn't one there. The eroded sections are awkward to cross and potentially dangerous. You're telling me, especially for those carrying a cycle or heavy rucksack. Game on. Now you tell me. Oh. In wet weather, fords are extremely hazardous. Yeah, I've fallen in a few of them as well. What a fantastic sign. Wish it had come earlier. But yeah, quite proud of that. 42 kilometres since the village. We've come to the Linn of Dee area, and there's actually parking here. Look, people come to visit here. It's quite a popular place. Obviously not today, there's nobody here. But to get the full effect, you go up there, I believe. But I'm hoping I can still see it and zoom in from the other side of the river, because there's a very small village down here. And I'm hoping, one, I might get some internet access. Two, I think there's a telephone there so I could ring my mother. And three, there might be a shop. Please be a shop. That's an interesting sign. It's basically saying, if you've used any canoes or angling equipment in the last 14 days abroad, you must disinfect the equipment before entering the river. Very interesting. I've never heard of anything like that before. Are you ready for one of the most amazing views so far on my trip? This is quite special. Now you think that's pretty good. Come to the other side. And there's a house there. I don't know if I'd like to live there with the noise of the river. Look at this side. The force of that water and the tiny little gap it's got to come through. Wow. I wonder if that's the river, the Linn of Dee, or part of it. So as far as I'm aware, a linn is basically where water passes through between rock on each side. I might be wrong, someone correct me if I'm wrong. And look how calm it is when you get up there. Amazing. Well, I guess that answers my question. That's the Linn of Dee. Forget Spain, forget Florida, forget Australia. If you want a holiday, come to the Cairngorms. Look, it's got its own beach. I wish I were on the other side. I'd love to go sunbathing on that beach right now. Look at all them beautiful, healthy Christmas trees there. Now, I'm no expert, but that is not even worthy of calling a tree, is it? What's all that about? Fall down, do everyone a favour. You're just an eyesore. Well, I've still no signal on my mobile phone, but I found a phone box. The only problem is I can't ring my mother because she's in bed. It's Tuesday afternoon. She works nights. So she'll have to wait till Braemar. I better have a signal soon. I'm only 7 kilometres from Braemar and I still haven't got a signal. This is Inverdew or something it's called, this village. I call it a village. It's literally got a post box, a phone box and about 5 houses. I'm praying that round the corner there's a little shop that sells sausage rolls, but I very much doubt it. Unless you want to come and enjoy the wonderful stream and the fallen down tree, I wouldn't come here for your holiday, to be honest with you. There's no shops, there's no nightclub, nothing. In the distance there, that's Mar Lodge Estate. Now that's where the people who I saw in the Land Rover yesterday morning were going deer hunting. This is where they're from, Mar Lodge Estate. I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. I'll try and look something up on the internet, see if I can tell you anything, but it looks quite posh. I bet you anything we're not going to see it now, but I just saw a red squirrel. It went up there, it's not going to come out, is it? The first proper animal I've seen. And I didn't get it on film, gutted. But there was definitely a red squirrel there. And that's something a bit special about this area. It's one of the few remaining places in Britain where there are red squirrels, because grey squirrels have been taking over everywhere. But not here, no, no. Take a look at this one. That's very steep. Oh. That's called... Does it matter what it's called? It's called Linn of Dee. Linn of Dee. Right, I'm very pleased with myself in some ways today. I was planning on stopping there, but I've actually gone all the way over here. I'm here. Braemar is only there. So tomorrow's trip, which was supposed to be from there to there, that's out of the window now. Tomorrow I'm going to go straight from here, or wherever I stop, to Braemar. So I've managed to cut a day out there. It's just finding somewhere to camp. There's quite a few houses around, there's a lot of fences around, so obviously that's private property. I've literally got 1 kilometre left in me. I just can't do any more today. I've done maybe 10-11 kilometres. It's the most I've done in a day so far. And it's going to get dark soon, so I better get on with it. I just can't find anywhere to camp. This is getting seriously ridiculous. I've just climbed and climbed and climbed. I'm on the edge of a hill, mountain, whatever, and there's just nowhere flat. At the side it's all fenced off, so you can't get into the forest for some reason. I've just stopped here because there's a sign, it says scenic view. So I thought I'd stop. It is quite scenic, but it's pretty crap when it's dark. You need it to be a sunny day, otherwise it'd look quite nice. All them places down there I could camp if I could get down there. And there's a litter bin over there, and I've managed to get rid of 10 days worth of litter, so that's nice. I've just had to stop because this is the only running water I've seen. I've stopped to get a drink. That's more important to me at the moment. But it's looking more likely that tonight I might be just sleeping. I've got like an emergency shelter. You know, one of these silver foil shelters. It's not just one of these what you wrap around yourself. It's like a proper emergency shelter. I might just sleep in that tonight, the way things are going. I'm just panicking now. I need to rest. Help me. Well, there we have it, guys. I'm sleeping in that tonight. I'm so pleased I bought it now. It's getting dark. In fact, it said the sun's set 10 minutes ago, but there's still enough light here. But don't worry, I've got my tent up. Woohoo! Terrible, terrible place. But hey, I've got it up. I've got shelter for the night. I'm buzzing. Now I need water. There's some trickling water over there. I have to have some. I haven't eaten, and I'll go into eating later on or another time. I'm not eating properly. But I never have all my life. I've never been one for eating the right amount of calories, you know. But I'll go into that some other time. Right, leave me alone. Come on, I've got to make some food and I haven't got long. So I finished all my army foods. And I've been starting on these, what do you call them? Hydrated foods. And this is the nicest one I've had. Scrambled egg with ham and potato. And you see that? It's really nice. I know it's more of a breakfasty thing, but that's the best one I've had. But as I was saying earlier, I'm not eating properly. I'm literally having one meal a day. And when you look at the calories in this, it's 508 calories. I should be eating maybe 3,000 calories, considering all the energy I'm putting out. So I'm going to do something about my eating habits. Once I get to Braemar, I'm going to buy a lot of... I think I'll buy a lot of pies and sausage rolls and things for sandwiches, and just make loads of sandwiches and things to take with me, as well as these, and just nibble on them through the day. But for now, this is alright.
That's a little bit like my view, isn't it? No, not really. I was just having a little ponder. As you do. Well, I do anyway. I ponder quite a lot. And I've been thinking, if nobody buys a ticket to a movie, do they still show the movie? Only the movie people themselves would probably know that, because there's nobody in there to know if they'd show the movie or not. I'd really like to know. In fact, next time I go to a cinema, I'm going to ask somebody. What else have I been pondering about? Old people. You know, they die of old age. How old do you have to be before it's considered dying of old age? There must be a line which you cross. Is it 40, 50, 60, 70? And did they have antiques in the olden days? Because it seems to be quite a new thing, doesn't it? It's only been around in the last 100 years, I think, where people seem to care about antiques. What happened before then? Did people collect antiques? Anyway, that's enough pondering. I'm not going to ponder anymore. I've had a very, very hard day. I've walked 13 kilometres. My longest before today was, I think, 7 or 8. So that's unbelievable. Tomorrow I hit Braemar, and there's a castle there. Unfortunately, we can't go in because it's shut at this time of year, but it's a beautiful looking castle from the pictures, so I'll show you that. So, have a good night, everybody. Join me next time, and I'll see you all later. Good night, John boy. Well, you asked for more videos, so don't miss the all-new lineup for 2015. Deep Fried Dan returns every Monday, cooking concoctions in the kitchen.
Ow, disgusting! People are eating this all across the world. Ooh! Right, I've mixed it all together. If it's meant to be a dough, it's not.
Wednesdays are all about travel, following my adventures in wild camping Scotland. Boo. Okay, so you want me to try and get a fire going, do you? Got Mummy Hill, Daddy Hill, Baby Hill, Benny Hill, Jimmy Hill, Damon Hill. It's just hills everywhere. Fridays see the return of metal detecting as I continue my search for history and treasure. Bang, 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 bang. I think I found some gold. It's a gold ring. It's a gold ring. It's a gold ring. And with more wild camping on Sunday and possibly even more thrown in through the nights, you can be sure I'm here to annoy you all week and every week. Click subscribe and join me next time, only on YouTube.